Hi, I'm Brie. Nope. Hi, I'm B.
And I'm Brina.
And welcome to our video channel show.
B and Brina.
Today we're going to be doing a DIY cushion foundation experiment, craft, something.
And we're going to be choosing from, taking the foundations and products that we have already to see if we can mix it up and create something new that we can use in the summer heat.
Where we live in the desert, it's already getting really hot. We're already in the triple digits. And some of my fuller coverage stuff is just really getting cakey and heavy and just throughout the day, and it's killing me. And I have some other things where the color is off and doesn't work, and so I'm going to mix it with some other things. So I have things that are too dark or too light, or just the wrong tone that I'm mixing together to see if I can get the right color for me. And on top of that, we're adding in some skincare benefits, some SPF, anything that we can do. We're just experimenting and having some fun. So if you're excited for this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and keep watching to see what we do with our little DIY cushion compacts.
Also, comment down below what kind of things you would use if you were going to do this experiment to kind of customize your foundation.
Stay tuned. Why don't you start? What do you got?
Well, I really like my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the color 360. I really enjoy it. However, it can be a little bit too drying, so I wanted to see if I can possibly make something that's a bit more moisturizing. So I'm going to try that first.
Handy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer, 12-hour moisture. So this is a really cool primer. It's like a gel almost, and it's really hydrating and stuff.
And I'm also going to mix in some sunblock, SPF 50, to see if I can add that in, thus reducing a step that I have to take in the morning.
Awesome. For me, I just got this BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation Naturally Flawless in, let's see, 207 Rosy Beige, which we found out is a perfect shade match for me, which is really cool. We know with the cushions we need something really kind of liquidy. So I also have this hyaluronic lotion, which is quite liquidy, so if we do need to thin out our formulas a little bit, we can mix some of this in. So let's get started. So I think see, this is so thick. I think mainly what we have to worry about is just saturating it really well. And I'm probably going to have to use that hyaluronic lotion to get it really soaked in well. I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk flat top brush just because it has a nice flat bottom, and try and mash it in.
I just took out the sponge, so I'm just going to mix it into the container and then I'll add it.
Oh, good idea! Well, this is working, so I'm being able to press it in, and it's soaking into the sponge with this flat end of this brush. My second sponge, I'm definitely going to take Brina's lead and mix it in before I put the sponge in. That was such a smart idea. So what I'm going to do is try and moosh my sponge around. I'm just going to moosh my sponge around, and because I want an even distribution of stuff, because you want everything to be the same everywhere, and getting it mixed beforehand and not mixed on the sponge itself.
I pretty much prefer medium coverage to light, so I think it's pretty good.
So I think now that I've kind of mashed this cushion around, everything is a lot better distributed.
I added my cushion part back into the container.
So here's mine all saturated and
looks good.
Yeah, and let me see. I'm gonna just use half of it so that I can try my other half. That's my close-up one. So I do already have all of my makeup on, but maybe if I throw this in my purse or something, if I'm out and about and I need to do some retouching, if I'm really dry, if this would be really good to take on like a beach trip or something. If you're at the beach and you're going to dinner afterwards and you feel dry and you just like wipe your face down and want to put just a tiny bit of coverage just to head out to dinner afterwards. Like that's why I think cushions are a great like summery product. Not something heavy that you're looking for, not a full coverage foundation, but lipstick all over my teeth, guys. This whole time. Brina never told me.
I didn't see.
Just the kind of partner she is.
What? There's lipstick on your teeth?
Uh-huh.
Let me see. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's got, mm-hmm. So I'm not really getting coverage, but it is giving me a dewy finish. So that is cushion number 1, is just adding some hydration. For me is done, and Brina added some sun protection to hers as well.
A little bit of hydration too.
Yeah. And so, yeah, when you finish your thing, and this snaps up nice and tight to keep it, and you just
snap it right into the container.
Yep.
And it's handy because it comes with a little mirror already.
If I can get it in. Oh, yep, there it is. And then your applicator sponge goes right on top, and you have a compact ready to go to throw in your purse. And then if you're like, oh, this isn't what I want sun protection, I want something different, I want something more matte, if you have a different thing that you're looking to do, all you do is, I just did this, all you do is push it out, and we can trade it out for a second one. So let's get started on that.
I think I almost broke.
Okay, for our second set, I have a few foundations. I have like 3 different foundations I'm gonna mix together. This one is like orange on me, and when it oxidizes, it turns like fluorescent orange on me, but I really like the finish of it. This one I got is way too light, so I usually like mixing it with other foundations. This one is a little bit too dark, but it does have those more neutral brown tones, so it will kind of like even out the tone of everything, and it has a good finish, and it has acne fighting properties, which I like. So I'm going to mix all of them together and hope for a good color. On top of that, I am going to use again the hyaluronic acid lotion that I have here, just to get the thinner consistency that I'm going to need, and I'm going to borrow a little bit of Brina's SPF to go just to kick it up the skincare line, because hey, like I said, it's summer, we're already in triple digits. We need SPF where we live, because we can't be playing around with SPF.
So for the second mix I'm going to take the Fit Me again, but I'm going to use a shade that is slightly too dark on me, and it's more red also, so I'm going to be mixing it with L'Oreal True Match Foundation in Neutral 7, and I'm going to add a little bit of my generic, I guess, moisturizer to it, just to increase the moisturization, because I find the Fit Me a little bit too dry, so that's what I'm going to do for the second round.
So let's get started. So yeah, this LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation, I just got a bad shade, but it really is a gorgeous foundation. Like the finish and everything on it is really smooth and skin-like. I like it a lot. This one is pretty liquidy. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus that I got something much too light is very liquidy. So these will hopefully be good choices for mixing into a cushion. So I'm going to use just the back of a makeup brush to get those colors blended together.
I really like this stuff. I need to get some.
Yeah, Amazon. I'll send you the link. Oh, and we will also, I'll put the link in the description box for everyone in case you're interested. This is really good, like right when you get out of the shower, even when your face is still wet, just patting a little bit of this on your skin just kind of sucks all of that moisture right into your face. It's amazing. And it has amazing reviews. Who told me about this? The Taylor told me about this stuff. She always has amazing recommendations. Pretty much if she tells me to use it, I'm like, okay, I think I definitely need to buy that because the Taylor said so. So I'm going to do that. Oh, look at that color.
Oh, wow.
That looks like me, right? Let me grab, where did my BH go? Let me grab a little bit of my BH on my hand.
That's
Yes.
closer than when
Okay.
we first
So I
tried.
don't know if you guys can see, but this is the BH that is like a really good color match for me. And here's the mix that I just made in my pan. And I feel like, okay, it's a little bit more yellow. Like this is a little bit more on the rosy undertones, but dang, so good.
I think this is definitely a blendable color for me. I think I've made a color that's similar to 360 by mixing those two colors. So I think I've tried it. Also, I mean, it seems everything just kind of work out on my skin magically.
You're like sisterhood of the traveling pants
Yeah,
for your
I know.
face. You're like, oh yeah, just my face accepts all colors and just makes them work for
I think
itself.
skin eats it. I think for me, it could have maybe been my lotion that's making it this way, though, since we already saw that it worked out.
Oh yeah, since this works out well. Oh, I did put in the SPF. I just haven't put in any of this yet. But that's working well.
That mixed, yeah.
Yeah, it's mixing in. So it might be your moisturizer,
Yeah.
that lotion, that's not cooperating.
It's actually making it more solid. I don't know what happened. It
Ooh.
thickened it.
Well, you could wipe it out and start over.
How weird is that? Like it made it more thick.
It's pretty, it looks kind of like brownie batter.
Okay, Craig. Okay, so that does not work.
Taking products that I'm not reaching for because they're not a good color, or that's like, especially right now, it's too heavy, or I'm finding some of these foundations that were working for me throughout the winter, just like by the end of the day, they're just looking so cakey and bad because of the heat. Trying to find a new way that I can use them and have them accessible, so it's really exciting. That's another thing I'm excited for, using maybe an oil-based cleanser, or you know, like the micellar water or something like that. Get these cleaned out. If something doesn't work, just rinse it out, wipe it out, and try again. Brina right now is using some 99% isopropyl alcohol. Get that done, and let's try something different. With her making like a tinted moisturizer, I'm adding a bunch of SPF 50. So something that would work for summer, you know, is just something to keep on hand. So having these be reusable. And I've considered, like, when my current cushion foundation or when your Maybelline Dream Cushion runs out, just clean it out and use it
And
again.
keep
Yeah, these are really easy to clean and figure out what else works. So let's see if that's enough. Oh, wow, look, I just
Wow, you got
one
it.
hard push and that came right to the top. So I'm just gonna kind of.
On a side note, I would like to say I prefer the cushion container versus just a container like this because there's no pump, so you always have to put it put it on another surface before you can even use it. So, well, at least this one is more handy and more user friendly.
Ooh, that color is really good. So far on my hand, I'll have to try it again, like I said, but the color is good. It looks like a light to medium coverage maybe, and it has plenty of SPF, so I'm really, really excited about this second mixture that I just made to be able to try it out. I think it's going to be awesome for summer to take along. Me and the family are going to go to Mexico this summer.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you know, taking the kids doing that. So I think that this will be a perfect little deal to pop in my vacation bag. You know, and that's what I was thinking. Spend the day at the beach and, oh, it's time to run to dinner. Pop a little bit of this on my face and
no worries
and good
because
to
you already
go.
have SPF in there. So.
Exactly. And that's another concern with putting SPF on again. And it says to reapply every however many hours. But when you have a full face of makeup on, like I do a full face of makeup on a regular basis, And reapplying SPF isn't usually a thing that's happening for me. So having something like a cushion where it's, we can just kind of pat it on and get a good light coverage, but that SPF protection, I'm pretty excited to try it out. And again, these, we found them on Amazon. I think I just searched like DIY cushion foundation, and these came up. So I like how sleek they are. They don't look like anything. If we wanted, I could make a little vinyl decal or something. Oh, I could
Bedazzle it.
I could put our logo on these.
Yes, you could.
I'm gonna make our logo in vinyl
We'll be
to
selling
put on
them.
these. We're not gonna be that. So I'm gonna put our logo on these so that me and Brina have our own personalized cushion foundations, which is exciting. So I really like how sleek and like not weird they are, and easy to wipe down, easy to clean, which Brina needs in this moment.
I know,
She's got stuff everywhere.
I'm a mess now.
So yeah, I hope you guys learned from some of our mistakes, because we made a lot of them. But at the end of the day, remember, it's just makeup and you can clean it. And so get out there. Again, these are easy to find. All of this stuff, we'll link everything that we can down in the description box. And we had a lot of fun, and we hope that you guys did too. So anything that you want to try or any questions that you have, we had a lot of fun experimenting, and we hope that this inspires you guys to go and try something new for yourselves. And if something doesn't work for you, or there's something new that you want to try, if you don't have to give up on something, you don't have to throw it out, you don't have to just let it sit in your drawer unused and wasted and have it be a waste of money. Just try it with something else to see if you can make it work for you. Because there are no rules in makeup. You don't have to use it exactly the way that it says to be used. If it doesn't work for you, use it a different way and make it work.
Okay.
And that's what we gotta do. You got anything else to add?
I just want to say that basically what you were saying, if you find a makeup that possibly is a shade or so too light or too dark, go ahead and experiment with your other things that you may have. Or you could take your summer makeup that you typically wear in the winter and just add a little color to make it a little darker or whatever. You can mix it in and figure out ways that you can utilize the stuff you already have to just extend the use of it before you throw it away.
Yep. I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for coming. And I know that we haven't been around much. Life is hard, man. We've been busy and we've been stressed and shit's been going on. So we've just had a really rough time, just trying to get through it. And being in, not only finding the time schedule-wise, to be able to get together to create, but being in the right headspace to get here and create has been difficult on both of our ends separately. So we're really happy that we were able to get together to come here and make this for you. And we're going to really make an effort to do this more often and to really put this forward, because this makes both of us really happy, and helps us, work through what we're doing, what we're going through separately in each of our lives. Coming together and doing this helps both of us work through our own shit that we're going through.
Yeah.
So I know that I've been dealing with a lot, and this helps me, and Brina's been going through stuff on her end, and this helps her. So
I've just been crying.
Amazing.
All the time.
I've been a blanket burrito for a lot of the time, so finding that mental energy and headspace to get to that point where we're putting ourselves out there to create, it's hard. Life is hard. Anxiety and depression and anything else that you might be going through, a lot of people do. I know that I do. So, if you need anything, if you need to talk about it, our comments are there, our Twitter is there, we're here. So, and hopefully if you see something fun, this helped it. I know that this helped me feel better today. This was a really, really fun little thing that I did today, and I was really excited about it. And it really helped this funk that I've been in. So, anything else, we love you guys.
Whew.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did
No,
I intoxicate you?
I just like, got that hit right there.